Are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always with my brother Tim. And today we got some college basketball. We got some NBA. We got some NHL. Tim and I both don't have any opinions on either of these football games today for the MAC. Not enough value to go attack any of them. So we're going to be focusing on those three. With the NBA, NHL, and college basketball. But before we get into today's slate, before we look at today's games, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday and what went right and what went wrong. What went right was college basketball. What went wrong was overtimes in hockey for me. Hockey, I went 2-5 overall yesterday. The only wins were the Buffalo Sabres and the Arizona Coyotes.
That makes sense.
They both cashed as plus 200 or bigger underdogs last night. Yeah.
Sabres for the cup.
Nights. It was one of those nights.
Sabres for the cup.
No. I did lose on the Predators, on the Red Wings plus 1.5 and the first period under with New York and Florida. And my two frustrating losers were both overtime losses, Calgary and Washington. Overtime luck was just not in my favor last night. It is what it is. We'll hopefully get some luck in our favor today. With the NBA, I lost my only play with the Sixers, and I went 3-6 in NHL props last night. If you guys are on the Facebook group or you saw the community post, I did post out all of my props. The only ones I hit were Ryan Hartman for the Wild over 2.5 shots on goal. Dylan Larkin over 0.5 point. He scored a power play goal, and I got an assist there from Andrei Svechnikov to cash his over 0.5 point. Losers on Jesse Puljujarvi, Zach Hyman, Andrew Montegiapani, Roman Josi, Brent Burns, and Tyler Bertuzzi. So I don't know what my official amount I'm up or down, but those are all half-unit plays. I'll be mentioning a few player props I'll be looking at today. And if you guys are on the Facebook group or you see our community post, you will see all of my player props that I'll post later in the day when they are available, because hockey player props for whatever reason are not available right now. But overall, and then we went 8-4 in college basketball. I'll let you break that one down, Tim. How was your day yesterday?
I mean, you had a couple overtime losses. Overtime was only good for me. Only one game that I really cared about went to overtime. That was the Abilene Christian game. I was watching that game until there was 30 seconds left, and I turned it off. I'm like, well, Abilene Christian lost. And then all of a sudden, about 20 minutes later, I got the ESPN alert that they won in overtime. I'm like, oh, well, I had that one marked as a loser. So I guess that was good. But I hit 100% of my NBA plays last night. Golden State Warriors. Killed them last night, so that was nice. We went 1-1 in college football. Toledo was a winner last night by a long shot. That Bowling Green game was looking good. They had 41 points in the beginning of the fourth quarter. They had 41 points at the end of the fourth quarter. So it was Miami of Ohio just run the ball out. And that kind of was frustrating. You already talked about NHL. NHL for the picks and Parleys side was 2-4. Wins from Arizona and Buffalo. Losses from Detroit, Nashville, Calgary, and Washington. But for the college basketball, Miami was a loser. I'll go to the losers first. Miami was a loser. They blew a 20-point lead or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
And only won by 2, so that one kind of sucked. We even beat a nice line movement on that one. I believe that one closed 8.5 when the game ended. UMass was a loser. It happens. And then Southern and American were both losers as well. But we did get wins from Murray State, Abilene Christian, James Madison. Our best bet was Yale. They smashed last night. We hit our first total of the year, Denver UTSA under. That one had a very low scoring end of the game, so that was nice. Monmouth -7, Norfolk -3, and Cincy -22. All winners yesterday. So 8-4 there. It ended up being a pretty good day. So can't complain.
Yeah, we're now, I believe, 43 and 28 so far in the college basketball season overall in picks and parlays. And that's the numbers we're going to keep track of when it comes to college basketball, because we put everything up on there. So that's going to have our most accurate record. So
Yep.
Now we'll take a look at today's slate. We will kick it on off here in some college basketball. We have Stenson taking on Miami of Ohio. Miami of Ohio, 10-point home favorites in this game with a total of 143.5. Where are we looking
Should we
at?
say hi to the chat first, Nick?
I mean, yeah, I guess we can.
Jeez,
I totally blanked
just
on
want
that
to go
one.
right by them. I'll go say hi to the chat at least. Omar's in the chat saying Warriors, Jazz under, and the Clippers all cashed last night. There you go. Nice little 3-0 night for you. Hey, smash the like button. I like it. Supness. We're good to start. Hockey was garbage. Hockey is garbage. I agree. Wild Ducks and the over all in one game.
Yeah.
Ducks won though.
Yeah, Ducks won.
So 12-leg parfait killed by the hockey picks. Makes sense. Yeah, Lex was a little bit rough. 100%. You're going with the Hornets, Heat, and Cavs and Suns. I will say I'm against you on one, with you on the other. Passed on one game and have a total in the other. So, and that's not in that order. So,
yeah.
You're lucky to have finished 7-6 in the NHL, 1-0 in the NBA. I love the Warriors. Yeah, they cashed out for me too last night. So let's get it. What up, Twins? How did we cash out last night? We did pretty well. You cashed 2 draws. There you go. Warriors. Yeah, that's right. Any money is good money. Correct. Good morning, guys. Good morning, Chanel L. Nick with the Kings jersey, even though I think he's betting against the Kings today.
Yeah, this is, I think, the only team I have that's playing today, because I don't have Avalanche, Canucks, Capitals, Kraken. Oh, I do have a Blackhawks jersey. I could have worn that one as well.
Happy hump day. Let's feast today. Let's get it. Now we'll jump into some games, Nick.
Yeah, we got the Hatters and Redhawks here. Redhawks 10-point home favorites in this one, total of 143.5. I'll let you do this game, Tim. Where are we looking at for this one?
Yeah, we're just. I mean, they won last night in football, so might as well grab them tonight in basketball. No, Miami, Ohio -10 is where we're going. We have this one lined around a 15.5. Once again, this is one of the plays that we came up with that we got this morning because the line dropped this morning. So it becomes a free play instead of the ones that we bet at night, which those end up being the premium stuff. But yeah, this is a good play. 5.5 points of value is one of the higher values that we have for today. We have a couple of 4s in our premium stuff, so this is actually one of our better ones. So Miami of Ohio -10.
Yeah, I'm looking at these two teams. Stenson's 1-1 this year, 0-1 against the spread, 0-1 over under, 0-1 on the road. Miami of Ohio is 2-0, 2-0 against the spread, 1-0-1 over under, and 1-0 at home. I was just breaking down a little bit more of their stats there. But yeah, we're on Miami O.
There you go.
All right. Next, we will head to Texas Southern and Air Force here. I'm currently getting this game up on my cover, so I could break this one down. We have some Tigers and Falcons in this matchup here. Texas Southern coming in 0-3 this season, but 3-0 against the spread. They're 2.5-point favorites here, total 131.5. All 3 of their games have gone under the total. They're 0-3 away from home. AFA, the Falcons here, 1-1, 2-0 against the spread. So both these teams are perfect against the spread so far this year. Both their games have gone under. So maybe an under could be a potential look in this game as well. Looking at this spot here, Texas Southern's coming in off of a 72-65 loss against Washington. They covered the 8-point spread there. They covered the 16.5-point spread against St. Mary's, losing 67-58. And they covered the 21-point spread, losing 83-66 against Oregon in their first game. On the other side, AFA, they're coming off of a 1-point win as 14.5-point underdogs to Tulsa, 59-58. And they are coming off of, and then their first game they covered as a 7.5-point dog in a 59-53 loss to South Dakota State. And I like Texas Southern in this matchup here. I think they keep their undefeated streak going here. Texas Southern's a team I think I'm going to be backing a decent amount this year. I do like the Tigers in this spot, minus the 2.5 points. Let's see where we had this game power ranked. We had this game power ranked around 6.5. So we're seeing 4 points of value here with these Texas Southern Tigers in this one. So that's where we're going to be going here. Tigers minus 2.5 in this game.
Sounds good. That's going to be the 2 plays that we go over for college basketball. Should we go and start up some NBA? Actually, head back over the chat in just a second. LOL, you're on the Kings, of course. Then that Nick has to be against you. Then it only makes sense. You guys are great. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. How about some NBA, Nick?
Yeah. We have the Indiana. I was going to say we have the Indiana Pacers at the Detroit Pistons here. Pacers 6-point road favorites. I don't have a total in this game because Tim didn't put it in. I believe it's 207 now. Total 207 in this game. Where are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, this is one of the ones that, once again, if you bet your lines early, you're good. You got a good line. I got it at 211. Now it's at 207. I got the under. I have this line projected pretty low. I had it written down right here. I have it as 206.5. So no value on it now. But if you bet it earlier, you got some value on it just because these two teams are not high scoring. You're not going to get a lot of offense. And one of my favorite things to go to this year has been Detroit team total under. They don't score. They're one of the lower scoring teams in the league. And even at home, they don't do much. So I think this is going to be a lower scoring game. I think Indiana maybe gets to 100. I don't see Detroit getting to 100. I got the under.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I got it this morning, actually, at 211.5. Since then, it's dropped 4.5 points for whatever reason. I'm on the under as well in this game, and it would be a lean towards the Pacers. I had this game handicap Pacers minus 6.5. So that's one spot I was not going to be getting to a side, only a 0.5 point of value there, but I do like the under 211 in this game, or 211.5. It's now actually down to 206.5. So I guess no play on it now, but maybe a team total under here for the Detroit Pistons as well, under 100 points.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening because once again they don't score. What's Detroit averaging this year? Detroit's averaging 98.3 points a game. That is dead last in the league.
Yeah, pretty bad.
It really is. So yeah, under in this game, but it's kind of no longer value there. So Pacers minus 6. It would be a lean that way. I do not trust the Detroit Pistons.
Plus the Pacers have been playing a little bit better than we expected so far this season.
They've been decent. They're 6-9 this year.
Still, I expect them to be a bottom feeder.
8-7 against the spread, but yeah,
that's the number that truly counts.
Yeah, that's the number that really matters. But yeah, it would be a lean towards Indiana, but at this point, there's no value on this game. But me and Nick have the under on the site, so there you go.
Under 211.5 is what we got to. Unfortunately, that's no longer a line.
Yep. We'll go ahead and move on, though.
Washington Wizards are at the Charlotte Hornets in this one here. Charlotte Hornets 1-point home favorites in this one. Total 217 in this game. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, even though Bradley Beal has been out with personal issues, this Wizards team still finds a way to win. They've now won 5 straight games. Granted, they didn't cover in one, but they've won 5 straight games. And it's a Charlotte team that Charlotte's been on a little bit of a heater too. They've won 3 straight. But I'm on Washington today. I got them at plus money on the money line. I just think it's more of a solid spot for them. Just because they've been hot even without him. I believe Bradley Beal will be back today. He was not listed on the injury report. He missed 2 games with personal issues. So he will be back today. I think that's a big boost for the Washington Wizards. So I'm on the Washington money line today.
Yeah, this is a game I just stayed off. I had this game handicapped Charlotte -1. It is Charlotte -1. Charlotte's actually been a surprising team so far this year. I expected them to be a bottom feeder. They're 8-7 so far to start the season. They're coming in off of 3 straight covers against Golden State. My bad, 3 straight wins straight up as underdogs and covers, as 5.5-point dogs, 2.5-point dogs, and 4.5-point dogs. So they've been really good against the spread lately, but I'm staying off this game. I had this game handicapped Charlotte -1, so no play.
No, makes sense. And go back to the chat for just a second. Mavs going to get blown out tonight without Luka Doncic.
I don't think so.
We'll go over that game in just a minute. Pacers -6 for Lex Steele. I don't mind it. Wizards +2 last game. They were down 19 points and somehow, some way, as you mentioned, found a way to come back and get the W. Yeah, this Wizards team is resilient. They're one of the best teams against the spread. If not, I think they might be they're 9-4 this year. No, they're not quite the best team against the spread. That would be the Miami Heat and the Chicago Bulls, but they're top. They're number 3 against the spread this year. So this team's resilient. I like it.
Yeah.
Good morning. Good morning. I can't believe Philly didn't cover 11 points. Yes and no. Yes and no. Sounds good, Mike. We'll go ahead and keep moving on.
Yeah. New Orleans Pelicans are at the Miami Heat in this one here. Miami 8-point home favorites in this game. Total 216 in this one. I really like this game. Are you looking at anything in this one?
No, you're still got questionable players in that Miami side with Butler and Bam. And until they're fully cleared and everything, I put that a little bit into my handicapping. I don't like this. I think they're way too big of favorites. If anything, it's a lean towards New Orleans in this game. It's a 8-point spread. The only thing is I am not betting on a team that is 2-13 this year. That is not happening against one of the better teams in the league. Miami is 9-5 this year, 10-4 against the spread. As I mentioned, they are one of the best teams. They are the best team against the spread. But this is just not a spot I want to get to. I feel like 8 points is just too much. Jimmy Butler is questionable. Ankle injury, Bam. Knee injury, questionable. They're banged up. So, could Miami go in and win this game by 15 points? They 100% could. Will they? Probably not. It would be leaning towards New Orleans, but I passed on this game.
Yeah. Miami's been a team I've been riding all season long. It feels like I've loved this Heat team. And yeah, I'm going to continue to ride with them here. I love them in this spot. You said 8 and maybe too many points. I don't think it's nearly enough. I had this game handicapped Miami -13 in this game. I am super low on New Orleans right now, and I'm high on Miami. I think Miami is one of the better teams in the NBA. They're 10-4 ATS. They're coming in off of 3 straight covers. They won as 5-point underdogs against the Clippers. They won as 9-point underdogs against the Jazz, and they just covered as 6.5-point favorites against the Thunder. And I did this. I have a play on this game. That's the first time this season I've done this with an NBA game. I doubled down. I took them first half and full game. Miami's been one of the best first half teams in basketball so far this season. On average, they're leading by 3.8 points at half, and at home they're leading by 9 points a game at halftime. So I think they also take care of the business in the first half as well. Give me first half -4.5 and full game -8 for the Miami Heat here. Absolute slaughter.
All right. I'm not gonna. I didn't bet it, so I'm not gonna talk you off of it. Happy you guys help us with games. No problem, dude. Great job. Appreciate that. Omar's taking the Pelicans plus the points. That's where I would lean, but that's not bad. Your head looks tiny. Maybe if you like sit up and bring your computer in a little bit so that we can actually. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Like a professional. Good morning, Mr. Nico. Pacers -6. Hornets money line. Hawks -4. Nets under 206. Heat money line on the Heat. Oof. Wolves, T-Wolves money line, Suns money line, over in the Capitals and Kings, under in the NIU and Buffalo game. All right, that's not bad. There's a couple of them I disagree with, but that's fine. Hey, there's Marcos. What's up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Such an appreciation for the Twins. They work hard and deserve it. We appreciate that, Marco. Let's get it. All right. We'll keep on moving on. We got a couple. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 NBA games left. So let's keep it rolling.
Yeah, we had the Orlando Magic and the New York Knicks in this spot here. Knicks 11-point home favorites in this one. Total 208 in this game. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, no, I'm not interested in this one at all. I have this game. I have the total line around 207, so no real value there. I have it would be a lean maybe towards the Orlando Magic plus the 11. 11 is a lot of points, especially even for a bad team like Orlando against the Knicks. Knicks have not necessarily been playing as good as we kind of expected them to. Kind of running into a little bit of a rough streak. They did beat Indiana and covered. They lost to Charlotte, lost to a beat up Milwaukee team, barely beat a beat up Philadelphia team, got demolished by Cleveland. This New York team is just struggling. So even against an Orlando team that has lost and not covered in 5 out of their last 6 games, it would be a lean towards Orlando in this one, but this one's gross. I'm not interested in this one.
Yeah, this game has the feeling of
Stop it. Get some help.
I don't know if I
want nothing to do with this game. This is probably my least favorite game of the entire slate. As you mentioned, New York's been struggling heading into this one. Haven't covered in 3 of their last 5, and I don't think covering 11 points is something I want to rely on them to do this game. I had this game handicapped at 11.5, so I guess it's a half-point lean towards New York, but absolutely nothing in this game.
Yeah, no, thank you. No, thank you. NBA full slate. Let's get it. I like it. Orlando under and lean Orlando plus the points. If anything, at the 2-0, yeah, I would be leaning towards the under. Yep. Just listening is good. Feedback, good breakdowns. Yep. And Indy minus and the under. Sounds good. I think Orlando keep this one close. That's a lot to ask. I think. I like all your guys' videos. I hope everyone now is just passing by. Start to stay with us here on the channel. I agree. I appreciate that. Wizards tonight. Yes, I'm on the Wizards tonight. We'll go ahead and keep on moving. This one's actually one of my favorite plays of the day.
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers are at the Brooklyn Nets in this one here. Brooklyn Nets 9.5-point home favorites. Total 208.5 in this game. Where are you looking?
Yeah, I got Cleveland plus 11 last night. This Cleveland team is number 4 against the spread this year. And you're giving me 11 points against a Brooklyn team is playing on a second leg of a back-to-back. I don't know. I really do like the Cleveland Cavaliers today, even though Cleveland is without yikes. They're without Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Oh boy. That's not what I expected to see.
But yet this line has gone down from 11 to 9.5.
Yeah, exactly. I still think Cleveland finds a way to keep it close. Kind of concerning. Jared Allen will not play with an illness. Evan Mobley elbow has a diagnosis with a sprained right elbow, expected to miss 2 to 4 weeks. All right. I wish I saw that before I bet it. Yeah, we knew about Colin Sexton already. At least Kevin Love can make his return tonight. Lauri Markkanen is going to remain out. That kind of hurts. I still got my play locked in for Cleveland plus 11, so I still think they keep it close against a Brooklyn team that's on a second leg of a back-to-back.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. I got him at 10. I like Cleveland in this spot. I had this game handicapped at 8, so I don't think I'd get to him at 9.5. It would have to be 10 or more because when I'm looking at the NBA, I'm looking for around 2 points of value at the very minimum, just because it's a little bit more limited amount of games, and I do want to get some action. Like I know in college basketball, we look for 4.5. So this is a spot where I like the Cavs at 10 in this one. If you can get 10. At 9.5, not as much.
That's fair. Now I see you don't have to bet every game like
no.
that. Yeah, you don't. Damn. Good number. It's 9.5 now. It would be a good number if you're on the.
You're saying you're 11.
I was on the 11.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cavs plus. At this point, I don't know if I would go after it. Brooklyn by 30. I think that's a little
Very
bit
well
too
could
much.
happen, but
Yeah. I think 9.5 is a bad number now. Cavs, it's not even going to be not going to cover. You crazy? Hey, people have called me crazy before, and I get games right. So
yeah, I was gonna say,
at the end of the day, it's one game out of the 15 I have bet today. So
yeah,
if I lose it, I lose it. It's not a big deal.
yeah,
I beat a line movement.
yeah, being public sports bettors, we've been called a bunch of different things. Just don't call me late for dinner.
I'm going to pass on that Cavs game. I think the Nets redeem after not playing starters for 1.5 quarters at the end of the game. Yeah, fair enough. Warriors +3. Good last night. Yep, 100%. Of course. Utah minus and under. Lakers, Clippers and under was all good. There you go. There you go, Marcos. Sounds like a good night for you. We'll go ahead and move on to the next game.
Yeah, Atlanta Hawks the Atlanta Hawks are hosting the Boston Celtics in this one. Hawks 4.5-point home favorites, total 215.5. What are you looking at for this one?
Yeah, I passed on this game. It would definitely be a lean towards the Atlanta Hawks. Hawks they have not been good this year, but where they have been good is at home. 5-1 this year at home. They've covered every single game that they've played, that they've won at home. This Atlanta Hawks team, I feel like this is a solid spot for them. Boston, Jaylen Brown still reigns out. This is Boston's first game against not Cleveland in like a week. I think this is Atlanta's spot right now to go in and get a win at home. They need to really start stepping it up if they really want to make a splash in this East. Even though the East is a very easy conference to make the playoffs in compared to the West, Atlanta definitely needs to start putting in some more work now. It would be a lean towards Atlanta on this one.
Yeah, for me, Boston's been a surprising team, and don't look now. They've covered in 7 straight games. I like Boston in this spot. I have this game handicapped at Atlanta -2, so I'm seeing 2.5 points of value here with the Celtics, and I potentially wouldn't hate the money line in this spot here for Boston. I like the Celtics in this spot. You can get them for around +155 on the money line. There's dumber bets to make out there. I like this Celtics here plus the 4.5. I had this game at 2.
That's fair.
You're getting above a possession.
There you go. James Harden he's looked bad all year. That's not really any surprise. KD is the reason why this team is winning. Texas A&M run line. We don't have anything on that Texas A&M game. I know early action.
Yeah, it'd be a lean towards Hubap at +26, but no action there.
Yeah, no action. Celtics versus Hawks is a very iffy game. Sorry. That's why I didn't bet it. Do you guys buy points? No. Boston plus. I lean under 2.
My bad. Okay. Going back to that one. The only time I do is like an example here for Thursday Night Football. Last time I saw, I think Patriots were -7.5. Yeah, they're -7.5 at +113. The only time I would ever buy points is to get that down from 7.5 down to 7 into -102. That's the only time I buy points is in the NFL, buying off of a 0.5 point to get it down to like a 7 or a 3 if I can still get it under -110.
That's fair.
That's the only time I do.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on.
Lakers are at the Milwaukee Bucks in this one here. Bucks now 9-point home favorites here against the LeBron-less Lakers. Total 219.5. Where are you looking at for this one?
I'm actually on the Lakers. I don't bet them that often, but 9 points is a lot. And this is the Lakers is still a decent team without LeBron. Even LeBron out, Anthony Davis will be in. Chris Middleton is probable to be back today. I still think the Lakers keep this one close. With Anthony Davis and Westbrook, the Lakers still have a chance to win any game. And the fact that we're getting +9 on them, I really like that. I think it's a solid spot for it. So I jumped on the Lakers +9. I actually got a 9.5 up on picks and parlays as a free play. So I like the Lakers in this one.
Yeah, I'm on the same spot here. Is my microphone working?
Yes.
Okay, it just told me that it disconnected. I need to get new headphones or something because it messes up my microphone. But yeah, I just added that as a play to my thing here. I had this game handicap Bucks -6. So seeing at 9, I think there's around 3 points of value here with the Lakers in this spot here. I usually don't bet the Lakers that often, but when you're giving me 9 points with a team still with AD on there, who's you said most likely going to play tonight, this is still a team that even without LeBron, Milwaukee hasn't really done much this season to really show us that they're worthy of being 9-point favorites right now. They've been kind of wildly underachieving. They're 4-10 against the spread this year, and now you're asking them to cover. They're 4-10 over under. They're 6-8 against the spread. Now you're asking them to cover 9 points. Sure, the Lakers are 5-10 against the spread, but a couple games they were 10.5-point favorites that they lost straight up or they just didn't cover. Earlier in the season, they struggled. Now, recently, they've covered in 3 of their last 5 games. I think 9 points is way too many for this game. I like the Lakers at +9.
Yeah, I'm on that as well. I'll go back to the chat for a second. Nets look good some games. Some games they don't have Kyrie, is killing them. But by not leaving with the team. Yeah, I mean, I don't really think Kyrie's going to have that big of an impact.
No, the flat earther is not that big of a deal.
Doesn't mean I'm on the wrong side. I mean, no, I'm never going to say that you're on the wrong side. I just whatever. I'm on one side. If you're on the other side, it's not a big deal. Under 219 Laker in my book is the line moving. What do we have as the total in that Laker game now?
It's 219.
Yeah, 219.5 now. Thank you so much, feedback, helping me become a better capper. Of course. Your son's B-Day is next week, so Friday I'm going to take him to go see his favorite player, Seth Curry, play. I'm sure the Warriors will blow out Detroit, and he'll love it. There you go.
Nice.
Lakers plus and lean under. Yes. Keep up the good work. I'm happy to watch the show, of course. Sensation in football. Canada's national team. Oh, that's soccer. Lakers about to get smoked. Okay. Hey, you can make whatever picks you want. These are just what we're giving out.
Yeah, we just come on and say this is what we're betting.
Okay, my bookie be on high juice sometimes. You're good, dude. You're good. We'll go ahead and keep moving on. We got a couple of games left in the NBA. This one is a.
Stop it. Get some help.
Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, Houston Rockets at the Oklahoma City Thunder here. Thunder 3.5-point home favorites in this game. Total 212 in this one. And where are you looking at for this glorious primetime marquee matchup of the day?
Yeah, I already mentioned it's a 1-800-GAMBLER. I'm not betting it. If anything, it's a lean towards Oklahoma City. Houston has won one game this year. One. And that was their second game of the year against Oklahoma City. And I don't see that happening again. Oklahoma City has proved that they're, not an awful team. They're 5-8, which is not terrible compared to what we expected them to be at. But now this is just not a game I'm interested in. I leaned towards the over. I gave the over out in Total Chaos last night. But it's up at 212, 213 now. It's just, that's not a good spot. Any significant injuries in this one? Kevin Porter Jr. is questionable, but there's a bunch of other games on the slate. You really don't need to bet this one.
Yeah, I'm on the same page there. This game handicapped at 3.5. It is 3.5, so no need to get involved here for me. 1-800-GAMBLER, just pass.
Yep, sounds good. We'll move on to this game.
Yeah, just because it's listed doesn't mean you have to bet it.
Correct.
Sacramento Kings are at the Minnesota Timberwolves here. Timberwolves 2-point home favorites, total 225. Where are you looking?
I'm on the under. Unfortunately, I got it at a bad line. It's up to 225.5 now, so it keeps climbing up and up and up. I got it at 223. I got the under. I got this game projected pretty low. I think it was like a 218 I got this at. Yeah, I think this is around 218 line. So the fact that it keeps moving, only if you bet it now, it only creates more value on the line. I think this game, I know a lot of people are going to be scared to bet Sacramento and Minnesota under. But they've been under teams this year. Looking at the two, Sacramento, 5-8-1 over under record, 4-9 for Minnesota. So these two teams don't go over. So I'm going to go under in this one. I think this is going to be a good spot where you see two low scoring teams go up against each other.
Yeah, I'm on the same page here. As always, we handicap our totals the same way. So I'm on under 225 and 225 in this game as well.
I like it. Back to the chat. 1-800-GAMBLER pass Oklahoma. Yeah, I got Sacramento Kings +2. It'd be a lean that way. But the Kings really haven't been playing all that well this year. They're 6-8. Just that. That's one of the teams I was a little bit higher on. Obviously, there's still lots of season left, so we'll see. But I don't know. We'll move on to this one.
Yeah, we're looking at the Dallas Mavericks and the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix Suns 8.5-point home favorites in this one. Total 216. Your thoughts on this game?
I'm on the under. Except wow, that line has dropped. All right, I beat a double line movement. So up on the site, I have this one as my under 220. We have a 216 here. It's dropped down to 212.5. This line has dropped like crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna be on the under. I'm happy I got it at the 216 now. I have this lined at what I have it on 212. 213. So now, if anything, it's a lean towards the over at the 212.5. But no, I got it. Yeah, no, I'm not middling it. I think this is an under game, 100% under game. I think with Luka out, that only makes me like the under even more. I don't think Mavericks score. I think bold take ready. I wouldn't mind the Phoenix Suns as well. I think the Phoenix Suns win by 25 plus points and Mavericks score like 80. No Luka, and that's gonna be a big problem.
Yeah, okay. That makes me feel great about my bet. I'm on the Dallas Mavericks here. By the time I got around to it this morning, it was at 216. I saw we got it at 220. I'm like, yeah, there's no value on that anymore. I had this game handicapped Phoenix -5.5, so I'm seeing 3 points of value here with the Mavericks at +8.5. So I like the Mavs plus the points in this one.
Oof. Yeah, no Luka. I think that's gonna be a problem for him though. Packers at Vikings this week. Loss for Green Bay. Lions at Browns, possible win. No, Lions are not winning. Stop.
I've already got Cleveland plus -10 bet.
Do you fade teams that are coming off of road trips? It depends. It really depends on the situation. It depends on the team. Kings over. Nope, I'm on the under. Dallas plus points, not with Luka Doncic anymore. Phoenix coming off a road trip. Hey, that only helps out my under even more then. With no Luka, I'm all over the Suns and Town -8.5. I wouldn't mind that at all at this point. I think that the Suns can probably win this game by 25, 30 points. Luka out. I didn't see that. Under 100%. No problem. Green Bay will lose at Vikings.
I think that's a possibility. And going back to this question real quick, there is one team I'm looking to 100% back on their first game off a road trip. That's in the NHL. I'm looking to back the Islanders on Saturday against Calgary in their first game at UBS Arena.
That's fine. But we got our final game of the NBA slate.
Woo!
Go ahead, Nick.
Chicago Bulls are at the Portland Trailblazers here. Trailblazers 1.5-point home favorites, total of 220. What's the play?
The play is the under. Yeah, it's. I'm just sticking with it. Unders have been hitting at like 65% this year, so don't fix what's not broke. Nikola Vucevic remains out. He will probably miss another couple games. Lillard listed as questionable. He did play the last game. He played 40 minutes. So I'm guessing he'll probably play tonight. I'm just seeing this one as a low-scoring game. Chicago has been a pretty good defensive team this year. And, I mean, Portland has definitely struggled on offense. Defensively this year, Chicago is number 6 in terms of points allowed per game, only allowing 102.7. Denver's still number 1, they're the only team allowing less than 100 points a game. Portland on the defensive side has not been as good. They're allowing about 109 points a game, but I don't think Portland scores enough. It would also be a lean towards the Bulls. I think it's going to be a defensive game, and I think the Bulls win. So take it there.
I did.
What are you doing?
Sorry, I was responding to a comment.
Trail Blazers. Oh, Trial.
Yeah, you spelled that wrong.
I typed it up quick. You know what? Shush. Thanks on that NHL play. LOL. Timid is spelling. Grammar Nazi here. Trial Blazers. So, unders the play. Agree. Yes, 100%. Wrote that down. Said Saturday NHL New York Islanders at home. Yes. I tease. Yep. Yeah, Coyotes won last night. Why can't the Cavaliers win tonight? Let's get it. What up? Yeah. Nick, what was your play on this one?
Under. I'm on the under as well.
Okay, fair enough. And we got it at 221. Just to mention that. But that is all for the big boy sport. Now on to now we go on to hockey, Nick, okay? Now I'm busting. We'll go. It's small slate today. Only 3 games. Start off Colorado Avalanche and at the Vancouver Canucks. Avalanche minus 160 favorites. Total of 6 in this game. Avalanche 6-5-1 this year. 5-9-1-1 for the Vancouver Canucks. Where are you looking in this one, Nick?
Yeah, looking at this spot here, it'd actually be leaning towards the home dog in this game at plus 142 with the Vancouver Canucks. I also lean towards the over 6 in this game. I did not get to a spot in this game. I do have a few player props I'm going to be looking at here, which I'm going to put up all the names at the end of this segment or at the end of the hockey games here, like a what's propping segment. But a couple names that you're going to probably see on that list. One of my favorite ones of the entire slate is Niels Höglander, who has been absolutely on fire lately. He has points in 3 straight. He's gone over his shot total over 2.5 in 5 of his last 7. I believe he's put up points in 4 of his last 5 games. And he's going to be I'm going to have probably Bo Horvat and Pearson as well with them, their full line. And then on the other side here, I'm probably going to look at Nazem Kadri, who has scored points in 6 straight games. He's up on that. I believe he's going to be on the second line center here with McKinnon out, or he's either going to be on that, or I think Roto Grinders has Mikko Rantanen as the top center now, which means they're pushing Kadri down to the second line with Burakovsky and Nichushkin. So, but I do like Kadri as an individual player rather than a full line, because I do think he's going to be able to get some time with Rantanen and Landeskog potentially in this game. So I like Kadri to score a point. I also like Höglander with his 2 line mates of Tanner Pearson and Bo Horvat, which are going to be names you're going to see later in the show.
Sounds good. Back to the chat for just a second. Portland under, yes. You going to trail? No, I'm not going Blazers. I know. Messing with Nick. Colorado favored? Really?
Yeah, I would be leaning towards Vancouver in the spot. Thatcher Demko's looked really good this season.
Yeah. Oh no, hockey. Just messing with you, Nick. Do your thing, fam. Take the under in that game, Nick?
I lean over.
Okay. Do you guys do boxing? No, and I will tell you, and I know it's probably your first time here. I will tell you, we will never, ever tell you to lay a minus 160, a 650. Never.
Tim will never tell you to lay a 200.
I'll never tell you to lay anything over 150. That's my deal. That's just my way of betting, though. We'll go ahead and move on, though.
This one is probably my favorite game of the day here. I'm going to have plenty of action on this one here. Seattle Kraken are at the Chicago Blackhawks in this one here. Kraken are minus 150 home favorites in this game, total of 5.5. I like the over in this game. Looking at this Seattle team, I said heading into the year, they're going to be a team that's based on defense, good goaltending, and wow, was I wrong. Philip Grubauer's looked absolutely horrible at 4-7-1, a 3.48 goals allowed average, and an 8.80 save percentage. Marc-Andre Fleury, 3-7 this year, 3.5 goals allowed per game, an 8.97 save percentage. These were two of the top three for the Vezina Trophy last year, including the last year's Vezina Trophy winner. And these guys have looked horrible this year. Seattle is 31st in the NHL, allowing 3.67 goals per game, and they've gone over in 6 straight games. On the other side, yes, I get it. Chicago's not been scoring at all. They're 30th in the NHL, only scoring 2.13 goals per game, but they give up 3.4. So I can see an over I love the over in this game. Seattle's gone over in 10 of 13. And looking at this game as well, player props. I have a couple I like. Patrick Kane. I like Alex DeBrincat and Seth Jones. Seth Jones has scored in 10 of his last 11 games. It's kind of like a little half a line plus a defenseman correlation stack kind of thing there with Kane, Brindacat, and Jones. All three of them are on that top power play unit, so they're going to get some time there. And I like one individual player on the Seattle side. I like number 7, Jordan Eberle, to get a point. He's gotten points in 6 of the last 7 games. He's looked really good in Seattle. Definitely someone the Islanders are missing right now. I like those 4 players for player props, and I like over 5.5 in this game.
I like it. Thank you. High juice. No more high. I mean, you bet whatever you want. That's just my preference. Kraken minus 150.
I ain't laying minus 150 with the Kraken right now the way they're playing. They're playing like an expansion team.
And Carlos says he likes Chicago.
I lean Chicago in this matchup.
All right, final game of the day. This one's in LA. The Kings are hosting the Capitals, and this one's close to a pick'em now. Big line movement, a lot of money towards those Kings side to move the line. Pick'em in this one, total of 5.5. The Capitals, 9-2-5, 8-5-2, and for the Kings, where are you looking at this one?
Yeah, the Washington Capitals have kind of gotten similar matchups the last 2 days. 2 teams that are currently or just were in really hot streaks, with the Ducks winning 7 straight games, and the Ducks won last night in overtime. Definitely a game that either team could have won that one. And now they get the Kings, who just came off their first loss after winning, I believe, 7 in a row as well. They won 7 in a row. They lost 3-2 to Winnipeg in overtime. I like Washington in this matchup here. Washington, I had this game handicapped around minus 120, minus 125 for them. So I gave Washington around a 55% chance to win this game, which with the way the game was lined, the Bucks are saying they win 51% of the time. So I'm seeing around 4% of value on this spot here. And I might be getting to some player props on this game as well. Just the normal suspects here for Washington: Alexander Ovechkin, Tom Wilson, and Evgeny Kuznetsov. It's funny, I struggle with the first name, not the last name there. But I would look towards the top line for Washington there. If you want to correlate a little bit more, you can add John Carlson in there to record a point. When I say different players, I'm just saying to record a point, assist, a goal, something along those lines. But yeah, I would be looking towards Ovechkin, Kuznetsov, and Wilson for player props, as well as on the Washington Capitals money line.
Sounds good. Back to the chat before we do a recap, because that's all the hockey stuff. Bankroll management, nice guys. Slow grind is the best grind. I had the Bills and killed me versus Jacksonville. There you go.
I had them too.
Kings and the draw.
That's fair.
Yo, the chat was lit on Sunday. Lots of people talking. Can't wait for this Sunday. Hopefully, yes, 100%. Capitals minus 105.
Yeah.
Coyotes got another win last night. So why can't the Detroit Lions win too? Because the Detroit Lions are garbage. Hey, they want to be out. They wanted to top their 0-16 season with an 0-16-1 season. So, bam. But yeah, that is all the plays for today. Once again, if you guys are interested, and I'll keep mentioning this stuff because I feel like I can. Me and Nick over on the Picks and Parleys site. If you guys want any more free plays, obviously we give out most of the free plays on the stream. If you guys can't make it and want to know what our free plays are, they're all going to be under the Earle Sports Bets free plays. Tonight, light day, we only have 4, 2 in the NBA, 2 in the college basketball. Actually, it should be. There will be one more there should be one more in college basketball. Yep. Texas Southern, Miami of Ohio, and Albany +6. Those are the free plays there. Lakers and Washington for the NBA. Those are some of our free plays. If you guys are interested in going over there and checking out our stuff, we also have some premium stuff up. And me and Nick have been hitting really, really good in college basketball this year. We're number 1 on the site to start off the year. So if you guys are interested in that, sounds good. But housekeeping as per usual. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We hit 1,400 subscribers yesterday, so really good. We appreciate it, guys. Let's see if we can go ahead and hit 1,500 by the end of the year. 100 more subscribers by the end of the year. We would appreciate that, guys. Also, check out all the links in the description: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, premium plays, and our merch, all linked down below. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. Me and Nick live now. Higgs at 12. Allie at 1:30 for Morning Wood. 6 o'clock for Game Time Decision. Plenty of free pick videos. There's probably a total chaos that will get posted tonight as well. Lots of content to have and go over. So you guys strap in, and there's a lot of stuff coming out. So be ready for it. Have notifications on for all the channels: Earle Sports Bets, Winning Free Picks, and Picks and Parleys. Check all of them out. All right, recap for today. For the NBA, I'm on the under in a bunch of games. Under in the Bulls game, under in the Mavericks game, under in the Kings game, under in the Pacers game. Also taking Cleveland +11, the Washington Wizards money line, and the Lakers +9.5. Nick?
Yeah, all the props are coming out right now, so I was looking at those. I am on. Let me get this up. I'm on the Texas Southern Tigers -2.5. I'm on Miami of Ohio -10. Under in Detroit, Indiana. Miami Heat first half full game. Cavaliers +10. Boston Celtics +4.5. The under Sacramento and Minnesota. Dallas +8.5. Under in Portland, Chicago. The Lakers +9. I'm also on over 5.5. Blackhawks and Kraken. I'm also on the Capitals -106 on the money line. And
sounds good.
These as well.
There you go. Y'all are my go-to pick. We appreciate that. But that should wrap it up, Nick. Go ahead and finish out the stream.
Yeah, that should just about wrap it up for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we come out with the video here at Earle Sports Bets, or we go live, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always with my brother Tim. And this has been another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. Thank you guys as always, and good luck.